Hello everybody, my name is Fyodor and welcome to my reaction to the raid finale cinematic of the Anduin Rin boss fight. I've been debating whether or not I should react to this cinematic before I actually see it in game, when I kill it with my guild this weekend, hopefully. Or if I should just do it here, and now I've landed on doing it here. Because it's been getting harder and harder to avoid spoilers. I already know that apparently Arthas is in there. Some people had a problem with the stuff that Jaina did or didn't do. So yeah, I'll just react to it here and see what I'll think about it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Do you not understand? This one is bound to me.
Ooh, okay. Sylvanas is calling out. Interesting.
Your final purpose. Annihilation. The fate of all who carry my blade.
Anduin and Arthas.
My son.
Varian.
Does not belong to darkness.
Yeah, it was his blade.
It was forged
Shalamain.
by valor. And also
Hey, Sarfang.
its legacy and ours are with you
Are these...
here.
Are they with him in the Shadowlands? Or is it just a vision for him? I love a good Anduin scream. That's great. Hey! He did it. We got him free. Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's his soul.
God's spirit consumed the forges of the jailer.
No crown, no throne, not even a soul left for judgment.
So he's not going to the Shadowlands for real now.
Hunted you. Out of each selfish act became you. That
I guess that's true.
but your legacy is at an end.
No more Arthas
Arthas minute.
after this, I guess.
May the last whisper of your name fade and be forgotten.
Damn. Okay, interesting. I'm trying right now to put into words the immediate feeling I have. And I think it's pretty neutral, but more leaning in a good direction, I'd say. First things first, there was nothing in this cinematic that I hated, or I thought that absolutely made no sense, except for, I guess, one thing, but I guess we'll get some answers for that maybe in the future, or maybe we've gotten some answers and I've just not read them yet because I've been avoiding spoilers. But yeah, nothing in the cinematic that I hated, but also nothing really that I loved. I just thought that was pretty good. I expected the struggle to be a little longer, but I guess it is after the boss fight, which, as far as I've heard, is a really long boss fight, or really complicated one, so I guess it is a struggle, before that cinematic at least. But yeah, we saw Sarfang and Varian, which I think was pretty cool. It's just the question of whether these are their real souls that went to the Shadowlands and are now helping Anduin here, or if it's just a vision for him that, you know, he dreamt up. Because, and here it gets interesting, Sarfang should have gone to the Shadowlands, probably, and probably into the Maw, but as far as we know, Varian's soul was destroyed by Fel magic by Gul'dan in Legion. right? So I'm gonna say it's just the Vision, and it's not really them. If they are, and we get a reason for Variant's soul still being there, I guess I'm okay with that as well. Doesn't really destroy anything important, for me at least. But yeah, Anduin struggled. He broke free of the domination magic of the jailer, and now has his normal sword and his normal armor back, and even his normal haircut and hair color. I guess I'm a little disappointed by that. I would have liked if Anduin got a new model with maybe some grey hairs still left there, because, come on, visual storytelling. Tell us that Anduin is still affected by that, by his looks. That would be nice. But I guess with some dialogue in the raid, we'll get all of that. And yeah, second part of the cinematic, I guess, was the Arthas thing. Him just being a little sliver of a soul, not even enough to be judged and to be sent to Revendreth, where he probably should have ended up. And for one, I'm really glad that it wasn't Arthas that helped Anduin out here, at least in the cinematic, you know, in the sense of, don't go down this path, you will lose everything you love, I did it and I regret it and stuff like that. I wouldn't have liked it as much as what happened here, I'd guess. And Sylvanas actually gets the last words over his soul. And it is important to remember that Sylvanas is now both of her parts. The one that, you know, genocided all through the world, and the one that was, you know, stuck in a crystal. And she's still dealing with that fact. And can now correctly see that in the quest to destroy him and to get revenge on him, basically, she became him. And now his name will, at least in the world of Warcraft, be forgotten. I'm sure the community is gonna screech and cry over this cinematic for a long time, but I'm okay with how this went. Also, yeah, one more reason for me liking Varian and Sorfang more than Arthas helping out here is that Arthas wasn't dominated yet when he became a genocidal maniac in Stratholme. That was completely his doing and his own logic. So yeah, him being this bastion of good when not affected by domination magic wouldn't have been making much sense, in my opinion. And I guess I'll address that little criticism as well of this cinematic, that Jaina didn't say a word to Arthas here. And to that I have to say, it's been a really long time for Jaina since Arthas. She basically broke up with him when Stratholme happened, and then only met him a few times as the Lich King. Then he was gone for a few years since Wrath of the Lich King, and she just got over him in Drustvar, and that whole questline. So yeah, it's history for her. I wouldn't have had something against her saying a few words, but I'm not missing anything here. So yeah, I'm super excited for that boss myself. I'll get into that raid for the first time today, and I, by the way, still have to look up the boss guides. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, but other than that, I'm super excited for the cinematic that we are hopefully gonna get next week when we defeat the jailer, or at least complete the jailer boss fight. Who knows what happens after that. So I hope I'll see you next week in that cinematic as well. Now, as always, if you like this reaction, you can like, comment, subscribe or share this video. These are generally the best things that you can do for me for free, and that would help me out the most right now. As would checking out my Patreon, where you can get things like early access to any non-live show that I react to if you're interested into any of the shows that I watch, up to 1 week into the future. And right now that includes B&A Brand New Animal and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What's available for any show that I watch are of course the full-length timer reactions, where I can sync up your own episodes to my reaction timer and watch it like that. So if you're interested in any of that, go check it out down in the description below. But with all of that out of the way, I hope I'll see you in the next episode, and until then, bye bye.